Hey guys, Angry Monkey here.
And Jackson Ferrell from Hot Pile of Garbage.
And we're playing some more 999, and Junpei has a choice of door 1, 2, or 6.
And I'm going to pick door number 6.
His reasoning is June.
That's not necessarily the case.
Oh, come on, Junpei, you're in love.
Well, seeing as you're the narrator, I guess I can admit that to you.
Of course.
Just don't tell anyone, okay?
Hey, Junpei's in love with June! What?
I hope they can't hear the narrator, only me. I want to go through door 6.
Junpei flipped open the piece of paper. It read Junpei, door 6. Of course it did. He'd written it after all. That's a problem. June spoke, barely above a whisper, but they all knew what she'd said. None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Clover and I chose door 1. Lotus and I chose door 2. That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however. The digital routes don't match up either.
We've got similar problems, man. Junpei and I want to go through door 6, but our digital route is 5. If we're going to open that door, we need a 1.
Dang! What are we going to do now? What are we going to do?
Junpei crossed his arms and did his best to put his thoughts in order. The others followed suit, but with little result. Eventually, Clover broke the silence. Okay, here we go.
Oh, why don't 7 and Lotus go through door 1? With me.
Her face was cold and flat as her voice, but her logic was sound. 7 and Lotus looked at each other. 7 and 8 and 4 is 19, and that all equals 1. The first problem resolved. Ace spoke up.
What about me?
Isn't that obvious? Wasn't one of the teams just complaining that they didn't have a 1?
You mean I should join Santa's team?
Clover nodded, her face still cold and emotionless. Her attitude and posture could not have been more different than the energetic girl of only a few hours ago. No one seemed ready to contradict her. Her response was understandable, given the horrible situation in which she had found herself, but even so...
I understand. I will go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door. No one will be left behind. This seems to be the most reasonable solution.
And that all equals 6.
7, Lotus, what do you guys think? I don't have a problem with it. Me either! Alright then, we're good to go. ...
At last, Junpei and the other 6 had managed to separate themselves into 2 teams. Clover, 7, and Lotus headed to A deck, where the door 1 was, near the main staircase.
Huh.
And Junpei, June, Ace, and Santa, however, took the elevator to E deck.
Down we go.
The ride to E deck was a silent one. Alright, let's go, man. Santa's words jolted them to action, and they stepped out of the elevator into a long, straight hallway.
Familiar?
Mm-hmm. Before long, they arrived in front of door 6. One by one, they put their palms over the red.
I've got it! We go through it standing on our heads! Then it's door 9!
Oh! Brilliant! I never thought of that!
I've solved the game!
Yay!
Unfortunately, they won't let you do that.
Yeah, I see it. I got my head upside down. So the door opened.
Yeah.
I'm reading that upside down.
I can vouch for it. He's got his head upside down.
And all at once, the 4 of them leapt through it. Fortunately, the dead was located easily enough. This one had been placed quite close to the door they entered through. They gathered around it quickly and hurriedly, placed their palms on it for authentication one by one.
Ah, good old Zero, giving us an easy...
Yeah, that's nice of him, especially after door 4. It was like on the other end of that hallway. It's like, geez, Zero, how do you expect us to reach there in 81 seconds? Because. That's my reason. Just because.
Well, he makes the rules.
Yeah.
It stopped.
Yes. It stopped.
It stopped.
Who else do
Ace.
we have? Ace. Oh, good. I was about to do Lotus for no reason. It stopped.
Ace, Lotus, what are you doing here, man? Shouldn't you be on door 1?
Whoops, sorry! I'll go back!
Good, I don't have to deal with that old bag anymore. The countdown had ceased, but Junpei's heart was still pounding in his chest like a frantic, thunderous drum. It felt as though it might shake itself up and out of his throat. He'd been through the doors 3 times before, but repetition had not dulled the experience. He was not anxious to find it dulled, however. He hoped to be free of this ridiculous game long before that happened.
All right, let's go.
With that attempt at good humor, Junpei took a deep breath and began to... How is that good humor?
Not like ha-ha humor, like good spirits, good cheer, enthusiasm.
Okay.
Synonyms.
Okay. I think of funny humor.
Or like the ice cream, you know? The ice cream man, the truck, good humor. The ice cream bars. No? Well, you could trust me on this. There's a brand of ice cream bars, good humor. Do you guys like good humor ice cream bars? If so, leave a comment.
Leave a comment and like.
Yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. And share it with all your friends. Anyway, we're playing a game.
So anyway, he jogged down the stairs at the end of the hallway and found himself staring at a large door. It was a heavy thing made of iron and more than a little threatening.
And no 9 on it. Sigh.
Well, I mean, even if it was a 9, we wouldn't be able to go through it anyway.
True.
So anyway, he took hold of the bar that served as its doorknob and shoved it down.
Freak.
The room beyond stopped him in his tracks. It was gargantuan and made entirely of metal. None of the accents of wood or tile he'd seen in the rest of the ship. This room was purely functional, but utterly tremendous. Whoa! What is this place? Santa got out a few words before all stole the rest of them. The rest were too stunned to offer anything more than gasp. It was easily the largest room they'd seen, and yet it was somehow closed and oppressive. And impressive.
And... I can't think of any other oppressive words. Sorry.
The ceiling was at least 2 stories high, if not significantly more. It was easily several hundred feet across and appeared to stretch the entire width of the ship. It was the center of that gargantuan room stood a massive, rounded building. Even from a distance, the sheer bulk of it was oppressive and impressive.
And... suppressive? No.
Sure, I don't know. Junpei could feel the room, the building, even the air pressing down on him. So, impressing?
Yeah.
Well, I've already used impressing.
Repressing?
Repressing? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Junpei and the others were standing on scaffolding that crisscrossed the whole area.
Compressing.
Oh. The proper term was a catwalk, Junpei thought, although he didn't seem particularly important. Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right, let's head downstairs.
Nearby was a long iron staircase that made its way eventually to the floor beneath them.
Here we go.
They moved around toward the opposite side of the massive building, following the catwalk. They hadn't said much as they walked, but as they approached the building, Ace suddenly spoke up.
This looks to be the steam engine room. The steam engine room? Yes, the thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. Do you see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats the water, producing steam. The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger. I see.
Even if Ace was right, the boiler was boiling nothing as they approached it. The entire room was as silent as the grave. Suddenly,
dun dun dun,
Junpei heard a noise behind him. He turned, just to see June collapse to her knees.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Hey, what's wrong? Are you alright?
He dashed toward her and wrapped his arm around her shoulders to steady her. It was then he noticed.
You're really warm.
You're hot!
Is your fever coming back?
Yes. Yes, it probably is. I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. I just need to rest and I'll be fine.
Her voice was weak and forced and said a great deal more than her words did. Junpei carried her to the nearest wall and propped her up against it.
Oh, poor June.
She let her head fall back against the wall as if she no longer had the strength to support it, and drew a ragged breath. Her eyes were empty, as if she was having trouble focusing them, and even speaking seemed difficult for her.
More so than usual.
Especially today with voicing Clover.
Oh,
earlier,
yes.
and
Both.
so, and then anyway, so Junpei felt his hand ball itself into a fist and clenched tight, his knuckles whitening. He had to find a way out, and quickly. He turned and looked at Ace and Santa in turn. They might not have shared the depth of his emotion, but they certainly shared his concern. He didn't need words to express the urgency of their situation.
Alright, let's get started. Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon.
She managed a small nod before leaning back to rest her head on the wall. There, and there, and over there, and there.
I see everything.
Whoa! Seek a way out, and we will do that in that next episode.
So we will. See you guys then.
Yep. See you guys.